Are you struggling or have struggled with loss and grief from a narcissistic discard? I will share a very quick and effective strategy to recover from grief and loss at the end of this video. The strategies below can be effective with any kind of loss and grief. Allow yourself to feel emotions, taking care of your physical and mental health, and seeking support from others. There is no set timeline for grief, so be patient with yourself as you process the loss. You can create new routines and seek professional help if you are struggling. Hi, my name is Maria, and I'm studying to become a life coach specializing in narcissistic abuse and trauma recovery. I hope my videos are helpful, informative, and validating for you, whether you are presently in or have been in a narcissistic abusive relationship, or have a friend or family member that presently is or has been in a narcissistic abusive relationship. Or maybe you have a friend or family member that is a narcissist, a boss, a colleague, a roommate. It does not have to be a romantic relationship. Recognize that grief can trigger a wide range of intense and unexpected emotions, which are normal reactions to loss. I shared recently in a previous video about how grief hit me unexpectedly like a ton of bricks when I was out doing what I enjoyed, being in nature, and I started crying, and it was over the narcissistic relationships I've been in and how it has affected me and the losses I experienced over the years. I thought I had dealt with this, so this is an example of why grief is no usual process and not linear. Be patient and understand that healing takes time and there is no normal timeline for grief. Healing happens gradually, and it's okay to have good and bad days. Accept your emotions. Don't judge your feelings. The grieving process is unique to you, and your emotions are a natural part of coming to terms with your loss. If your grief is interfering with your daily life, consider talking to a grief counselor or therapist who specializes in narcissism, trauma, and grief and loss. Find healthy ways to express yourself, journaling or writing a letter to the narcissist, and never sending it. Grief can be overwhelming, so try to focus on things you can control to create a sense of order, such as establishing a healthy routine. It's okay to find moments of joy during difficult times, especially when leaving narcissistic abuse. Allowing yourself to feel happiness can improve your mental state and is not a betrayal. Grief can impact your health, so it is essential to focus on your well-being. Try to eat regular, nutritious meals and get adequate sleep. Gentle exercise such as walking can help with both physical and emotional well-being. Do not use drugs or alcohol to cope with your grief. Even shopping or eating is common after narcissistic abuse. This is when you can develop an addiction if you turn to those things during those grieving times. I know when I had grief, it was difficult to do normal duties. For example, I quit taking vitamins. It could be a variety of things. I have had experience with all kinds of grief. I lost my sister to cancer. I lost my brother-in-law to a tragic car accident. I've had friends who wouldn't speak to me anymore for whatever reason. I am not sure. And lastly, I've lost romantic, narcissistic relationships. Someone I was in love with, and sometimes not at all, and I thought I would marry them, and this experience happened more than once. It is valid to have loss and grief after narcissistic abuse or a loss of a relationship. This is why I'm talking about it today. Talk to trusted friends and family members or members of your faith community if you have one. It is important that they understand the dynamics of narcissism, or they could make you feel invalidated and worse. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Be clear about what you need from others, whether it is someone to talk to or help with practical tasks. Joining a trauma or narcissistic abuse support group can connect you with others who understand what you're going through. It can also eliminate isolation and validate you. Spending time outdoors can be comforting and a grounding experience. I highly recommend that. If you like my video and find it helpful, please like, share, follow, or subscribe. And let me know if you have gone through narcissistic discard and have struggled with loss and grief, and how you have coped or not coped. No judgment here. I'd like to hear your stories in the comments below. And let me know if you want to hear about something else or have any ideas for other videos in the comments below. Now I'm going to share with you the quick and effective way to overcome grief. Writing a goodbye letter is a therapeutic tool in grieving process that allows you to express unspoken emotions, reflect on memories, and find a sense of closure. It is deeply personal exercise, and there is no right or wrong way to write it. What is the purpose of the letter? The letter is a private space to process feelings without judgment. Writing the letter can help to say to them what you could not say in person after the relationship is over. Confront feelings of anger, sadness, guilt, or regret. Reflect on cherished memories. Yes, even with the narcissist. Find a sense of closure. Acknowledge reality of the loss and begin to move forward in the healing journey. How to write the letter. Find a quiet, comfortable space free from interruptions. Write as if speaking to the person or the narcissist. Start with a personal greeting using their name or nickname. Start by stating how much the person is missed and how life has been without them, the good and the bad. Write about specific happy moments, even sad or stressful moments inside, jokes or lessons learned. Be honest about your feelings, including any anger or disappointment. Forgiveness can be asked for. Be honest about your feelings, including any anger or disappointment. Forgiveness can be asked for, and unresolved issues dealt with. End with a meaningful farewell and a goodbye. What is done with the letter after writing it is a personal choice. It is recommended to bury or burn it as a symbolic gesture of release and letting go emotionally. If you're struggling with the process, consider seeking support from a grief counselor or therapist who specializes in narcissistic abuse and trauma. This could offer you guidance. I just want to make a comment that you will not be able to write this letter until you are ready to absolutely say goodbye to them. I hope you found this video helpful for you. I will see you in the next video.